Hey, hey, hey. Hi, how's it going? So, I am here to share with you the surprising reasons why you may not be getting the results that you want to be getting. So, before I do, I want to share this has just been on my mind a lot in the last week, and so it's something I wanted to give for you to pontificate. Maybe it'll make a difference for you. And first, I'd love to share that, I live here in beautiful, magical California. And hey, speak of the angels and hear the flapping of their wings, am I right? So, my partner a few years ago was getting his certification to be a teacher of the youth of America, okay? God bless them. Junior high age kids. And Pace was saying, oh my God, like these kids, I love them. And they hate my guts. I don't know why. I can't tell why. Like, I can't get through to these kids. And so, in an inquiry of like what was going on, he asked some of them, he's like, what's going on, man? Like, how come you guys think I suck? And some of them volunteered so graciously that they're like, you know what, Mr. C, it's because you are doing too much. And he was like, what are you talking about? They're like, well, just you do too much, man. Like, you're always trying to, get us to do this and get us to do that, and you're trying to like talk to us about these songs that you think that we think are cool, and they're not that cool. And they listed off all these reasons of like reasons why they said he was doing too much. And so he came home. He shared this with me. He looked it up on urbandictionary.com. My mom totally made fun of him. She's like, you needed to look up what doing too much means? Dude, you're doing too much. Hey, beautiful. Great to see you too, Isabel. Mwah. Hello, everyone who's on here live. Thank you so much. Um, so fast forward to just a couple weeks ago on a Saturday. Pace and I love to bring that up to each other again and say, hey, did you realize you're doing too much right now? And sometimes we get defensive. What are you talking about? I don't think I'm doing too much. Well, actually, you are. So a couple weeks ago on a Saturday, um, we the whole family crew rolled into a yoga class together. The yoga teacher, a beautiful woman, a kind heart, she tried to kill me. Not really, but I felt like she did. She was leading the class to many people who had been to her class several times ago, and it's been quite a while since I've been to a yoga class. So for me, I was trying to keep up with everyone, right? She was giving us these moves that seemed like they were kind of easy. Like there was one where you were kicking your foot and she even said, hiya. And I said, yes, hiya, yes, hiya. And then after the class, I walked into the house and then laid down on the floor like, oh my God, I had overexerted myself, right? So the number one reason that I'm talking about that you may not be getting the results that you want is because, bum, 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 you're doing too much. And so there's a couple ways that you might be doing too much, right? A lot of us will tell ourselves, oh, I'm not doing enough. Like, I should have reached out to more clients today, or I should have done a Facebook Live yesterday, or I could have, ha! We have all these different reasons why we tell ourselves you should be doing something, you should be doing more. And I'm here to tell you, you might be doing too much. So if you ask yourself when you're in a spiral of, oh, am I doing enough? Ask yourself, actually, am I doing too much? And what am I doing too much of? So the example of the yoga that I gave you, that was me doing number one, over exertion. Over exertion. I took myself to one level. I was proud of myself I could make it to that level, but then I wanted to keep up with everybody else in the class. Ha, ha, and I overdid it. Okay, so overexertion is number one. Number two is overselling. Overselling, that was the example I gave of Pace. He was overselling it to the kids, trying to be cool, trying to talk about Tupac. It's 2015, 2016 at this time. Kids don't know nothing about Tupac, dude. They don't care. They do not care. Right? So he's like overselling his cool. Another example of this is I was actually on a video conference call with a new colleague of mine, and we're growing to become very close. But there was a moment where she actually called me out and said, are you saying this, what you're saying, because you are thinking that you might like need to let me know that you have value in our relationship? I think that you're really powerful and special. So just so you know, if you're saying that because you think I need to hear it, I don't need to hear it. And I'm like, wow, thank you. That's beautiful. So number 2 is overselling. Please comment below. Let me know if you do any of these doing too much tactics on yourself. Number 1 is overexerting. Number 2 is overselling. Leads us into number 3, overthinking. Overthinking it. Before we hit the button to go do a Facebook Live or do a live on another platform or promote ourselves in any way, oh my gosh, like, what are my eyebrows looking like? Like, I mean, it makes sense to want to look your best. But when you're overthinking it, like, should I have worn some lipstick to match this outfit? And I can't do it until I get my, roots done, or my this done, or this, or I can't show up. Are there ways that you're overthinking what you're putting yourself through? Please comment below. Let me know. Oh my gosh, Stacy, what's up, girl? Oh my gosh, great to see you. Oh. And everyone who's on here. Oh my gosh, love you. So overthinking. Are you overthinking? Oh my gosh, Stacy. Talk about overthinking. Can I still work on that article I was telling you about couch surfing from like 300 years ago? I should still write that. But I was overthinking it. And I'm tired of the way that I beat myself up when I'm overthinking things. And this leads us into number 4. You may not personally do any of these. You may be good. You may be like, I don't really overthink or overexert. I'm good. But maybe the way that you overdo it, the way that you are doing too much, is with the snacks. You may be overeating. And this may not have anything to do with your weight or anything like that. It may just tank your energy. You might be about to take off on like doing like an amazing brainstorm of ideas of the content that you want to put out there to the world. Clearly I'm speaking to entrepreneurs here, but many of us, right, have projects, things that we want to get off the ground, that we want to breathe life into. And then we go and we have an Odwalla smoothie on top of the half a sandwich we just had. We just had 1.5 meals instead of having 1 meal or half a meal. So overeating sometimes is what throws a wrench in your system. So these are 4 main ways that we may be overdoing it, doing too much. So what is a way that you can think of? Can you please help me out? Let me know below. What is the main way out of these 4 that you are consistently doing too much? Can you think of a way that you're either overselling, like, hey, let me tell you about the reasons why this is great and it's great and you should participate. But the people that you're talking to are already totally in. They don't need to hear you oversell it. Are you overthinking it? Trying to overanalyze? Are you overeating and just not having the energy that you need? Or are you overexerting, just straight up having a cycle of like, oh, I'm overexerting and I'm exhausted and now I need to recoup my energy. Same thing with the overeating. Like there's a cycle of like trying to do something one way and then having to recover and that taking away precious time from what you're doing. I have a bonus overachieving, doing too much. And this is overhating and overstating. Okay? So for the example of like the overeating one, when you instead of grabbing a handful of potato chips and walking over to the couch, you grabbed the whole entire bag of the potato chips and walked over to the couch. Do you, boo. Do what you need to do. If it's Friday, you know what I mean? If today was just a chips kind of day, whatever. But hating on yourself about it or overstating, like, oh my gosh, now since I ate these chips, I'm going to like die of, whatever. We tend to overcomplicate in our minds or overstate in our minds how horrible something that we just did was and how that will affect us in the future. Don't do that. So I want to say that one of the ways that I overstated was by complaining, lamenting to a friend, a colleague, oh my God, nobody wants to hear what I have to say. It's true. A lot of people don't want to hear what I have to say, but some do, right? And my gift and my message to you, if you're watching this, you may be in a place where you are about to start a new project. You have already started a new project. You're going to start a new business. You're going to start a side hustle. You're just wanting to express yourself in a new way that you haven't expressed before. Maybe you've never sung in public, but you really want to. Whatever it is, if you want to do this new thing, don't let doing too much keep you from doing anything at all. Okay? that's what I wanted to share today. That's it. I'm done. I got it. Okay. Thanks for listening. I hope they're having a beautiful day. And also, just do it. Just press the record button, or, jump out and do it. Reach out to that person. Ask that person out on a date. Somebody who's watching this is going to ask somebody out on a date. And somebody else is going to launch their YouTube channel. I know what it is. But I'm sending you guys so much love. Thank you so much for everyone who is on here live. Thank you so much, replay watchers. Hope that you're having a beautiful day. Comment below. Tell me what is a way that you are doing too much. And just have a little angel fairy on your shoulder, please, that says, am I doing too much? When you think you're not doing enough, ask yourself, am I actually doing too much, though? Sending you lots of love. Mwah, mwah, mwah.